gonna have to leave at about 10:30, probably a little after 10:30, because I'm going to be getting ready to go to this lunch. I did some studying yesterday while I was sick, or the day before on Monday. I did some studying on Monday when I was sick. So there should be, yeah, I should be going near the beginning here. Why are we at 200? What's going on? Is it different depending on the device you're doing it on? Oh god, no, unstar these. Unstar. No star. All. Learn. There we go. Cache poisoning, that is that one. Uses the show MAC address table command on a Cisco switch and notices several dynamic entries. Primary function of a T-carrier system. Why am I not getting audio? What's going on? Is this something to do with it? Weird. Okay, I'm fine with not getting audio. It's just strange. Well, if I'm not gonna get audio, I might as well just disconnect these. Devices are spontaneously disconnecting from the wireless network and struggling to reconnect. Of integrated peripherals and smart devices. Potential vulnerability? I mean, that's the only thing that's bad, so... What is an N-span or endpoint power sourcing equipment in the context of PoE? An endpoint? What is N-span power sourcing equipment? Network admin discovers that an OSP open shortest path first network with multiple areas is experiencing frequent reconvergence, leading to temporary routing instabilities. The network is designed with a backbone area and several other areas connected to it. The admin suspects that the issue might be related to OSPF configuration. What aspect of the OSPF configuration should the administrator investigate first to address the frequent reconvergence? Should verify the OSPF area configurations to That's crazy. Do you see that? That was super weird looking. is the most widely adopted link state protocol. It is suited to large organizations with multiple redundant paths between networks and has better convergence performance than a routing information protocol. It was designed from the outset to support classless addressing, where RIP and EIGRP route route information what is RIP? Is it routing information protocol? Okay. Where routing information protocol and enhanced interior gateway protocol, where routing information protocol and enhanced interior gateway routing protocol are flat routing systems. OSPF is hierarchical. Networks and their connected hosts and routers within an autonomous system are grouped into OSPF areas. Routers within a given area share that same topological database of the networks they serve. Routers that can connect to multiple areas are known as area border routers. A backbone, always called Area 0, is created by the collection of border routers that can connect to multiple areas are known as area border routers. Did I make a note about this? Let me open up Obsidian. Well, I did make a note about this, but it was like a year ago. Okay. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Kerberos. Best approach when a configuration is drifted from its baseline. What's the most likely cause of clients ending up with an incorrect IP config? I don't think that's true, but I remember that being the answer. What is the primary purpose of using quality of service mechanisms in a network? Reciprocal arrangements. Concept of the network edge changed due to the erosion of the perimeter security protocol. A Windows host does not receive a response from a DHCP server within a given time frame. What? Oh, sure. I was thinking DHCP and I was thinking, oh, like a broadcast packet. Like the T2 timer expires, it does a broadcast packet instead of a unicast packet to I don't know if it's called unicast, but a packet toward the, instead of a packet toward the DHCP server, it does a broadcast packet once its T2 timer expires. So I was thinking, oh, DHCP server, oh, T2 timer, oh, broadcast, but it wasn't, I didn't read the questions properly. The second answer makes more sense. I just was being too fast. Wow, I have this crazy muscle spasm in my ear. It's not happening anymore. I could hear it. It was like a thing I could hear. It was crazy. The IT department decides to deploy a local DNS server in the branch office to handle DNS queries. They want to ensure that the DNS resolution is efficient. and secure for the branch office users. How should the local DNS server be configured to achieve this goal? What? Deploy a local DNS server. They want to ensure that the DNS resolution process is efficient and secure. To forward queries account. Oh, sure. I misunderstood this. Of the RBAC model. Roles-based authentication control. Role-based access control. So roles-based, and this is opposed to the thing that's not roles-based, is that it is entirely discretionary. What? Centralizes the management of permissions. What was I thinking of? There's RBAC and then there's something else. Maybe I should ask Opus. Oh, okay. How do you spell discretionary? Wow, I wonder if that's like too new of a concept for it to not be in here. It's curious. Okay, yeah, I was confusing it with discretionary access control. Be communicated in an event management system. To fail to obtain a DHCP lease. What is referred to as configuration drift? That applies microsegmentation, establishing point. Isn't that a bridge? What? Create efficiencies in network traffic by implementing a device. Isn't this also a bridge? Sure, okay. What distinguishes a half duplex from a full duplex communication? Isn't it 1? Yeah, I don't think it's 2. I don't think it's 3. The switch is a primary root bridge. Root primary. I think I got this one wrong before. I always think it's primary root and not root primary. Creates a snapshot type image of the whole system. Alien crosstalk. Oh, yeah, okay. I remember getting this one wrong, and it was really weird because I thought this was the answer, but I guess I must be thinking of a different question. Oh, root primary. Whoops. What is the purpose of applying a unicast address to DHCP frames in the DHCP relay? Hierarchical, because I just read that. Start of authority record. Implementing first hop redundancy protocol. Provide a single virtual IP address. Most secure erase command do on HDDs. system that contains custom applications routinely crashes. IT decides to update the operating system after speaking with application support personnel and testing the problem. What should IT do next to troubleshoot the issue? What? Sure. Yeah, okay. Okay. IT manager with a straightforward, cost-effective solution that can be maintained without requiring extensive security expertise. Port 587. In a simple message transfer protocol. It's over. Oh god, I remember getting this one. I kind of got lucky. I don't know. So like the biggest numbers are, so it would be, so the second one starts with 0, 0. So I feel like that would imply that the second one is lower. Is that crazy? Because it's like what, 128 if it's like 128 and then it like, is it this one? Okay. 205. Okay. Which of the following best describes the special MAC address that multicast traffic frames are sent to? Between two companies? I think NDAs are only between companies and employees. So I think it might be to share sensitive information. Is it memorandum of... Is it NDA between two companies? Okay. My apologies. With the network layer of the OSI model. So it's data link. And then network, right? Would that be router? Yeah. Purpose of ANDing IP addresses. And ANDing an IP address with its subnet mask. And routing information protocol. What happens when a router receives an update that includes only if the hop count is lower. That one. And then that would be for email delivery. And then that would be, what was it, 205? Okay. And then that would be NDA. Oopsie daisy, right? In HSRP, what is hot standby router protocol? For a group of routers used to work together as a single default gateway. Hot standby. It's literally the second letter in the acronym. Hi, Rafi. I'm gonna have to go soon because I have to get ready for this thing I'm doing. Before escalating a troubleshooting problem, what should you be able to do? What should I be able to do before escalating a troubleshooting problem? Awesome. Awesome dinner. What's for dinner? What are you eating? It's not one. It's not two. Okay, it's gotta be 4, because the other 3 were crazy. What is the purpose of configuring manual authentication? Oh, why did I think... What's the purpose of configuring mutual? What is the purpose of... I feel like that Aiden Rosscliffe. What is a fascism? What is the purpose of configuring mutual authentication and access controls for API requests? My dad's making penne pasta and some chicken and something green, probably. That's awesome. What's the thing you're going to? We use this piece of software called Castus at this cool, like channel switching job I do. And we're meeting with someone who works on Castus. It's going to be like a dinner. Or not a dinner, it's like a lunch. So I'm going to have to get ready at 10:55 and leave at 11:25 because my friend is driving me, which is very nice of him because I don't have my license like an idiot. But it's because he's also going for the I'm not making him like drive me somewhere because I don't have a car. Like he's also going because we're going to the same place. But yeah. Mutual authentication. Uses tickets. Would that be Kerberos? The TGT ticket granting ticket. In the field to connect to the corporate network, would that be client to site? What does a network of 48 indicate? Which methods are used to derive session keys in an enterprise authentication setup? What is the purpose of a hot aisle, cold aisle to maximize cooling efficiency? What is the primary purpose of blocking LDAP ports? Lightweight directory access protocol. It's over to restrict access to the private network. That makes sense. There's one with DDoSes. I forget exactly. Like, there's something exactly like that. Network admin notices that several clients on the network are unable to access the internet or any local network resources. Upon investigation, it's found that these clients have IP addresses in the offline or unreachable. What is the significant challenge in securing east-west traffic at data centers? Bottleneck. Why should user data traffic be avoided over the default VLAN? It's either 2 or 3. I'm going to go for 3. Okay, it's 2. Okay, that makes sense. What is antenna cable attenuation? Which of the following is considered an ownership factor? What is the primary purpose of blocking LDAP ports? That would be restrict access to the private network, and then this one would be data breaches. Which makes sense. It's sort of a security through obscurity thing. It's like how, what, did you mean channel switching job? What did I say? I think, what did you mean? What did you mean channel switching job? Like, I have this job where there are these, I don't want to get too particular, especially publicly, right? But it's, there's a thing with recordings, like, there's like this thing that happens that's recorded, and so the thing I do is I change, and it's live stream, so I press buttons on this little machine, and it changes the angle that the cameras are pointing. So when somebody's talking, I change the camera angle to this person, and then like when someone else is talking, I change the camera angle to this other person, and that's why we use Castus, because it broadcasts this live stream. I work for a network. No, that's not true. But it's sort of like I would be doing stuff. I would be doing something that somebody working for a network would do. Containing 62 usable addresses, that would be pretty high up. Would it be crazy to just do 255 minus 62? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Rafi. I'm actually a spy. What does the aux port connect to for remote access? An analog modem? I don't know. Aux port connect to for remote access. Aux port. Analog modem? Okay. You're monitoring network traffic and notice that ARP requests for a specific IP address are receiving responses from 2 different MAC addresses. Isn't it the VM one? What is the cause of giant frame? Oh god, it's either 1 or 2. I always mess this one up. The host. What is happening? I think it's this one. Yeah. You're setting up a secure wireless network for a new office. You want to ensure that the network is secure and that only authenticated employees can access it. You decide to implement a PPA3 enterprise for the network security protocol. During the setup, you have You configure the access points to communicate with the company's radius server for authentication. After the setup, when an employee tries to connect to the access network, which of the following processes occurs first? Isn't it EA PAL? Yeah. Do VLAN hopping attacks exploit? Okay. VLAN hopping is an attack designed to... Alright, I'm gonna go eat. Let's talk later, maybe. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. VLAN hopping is an attack designed to send traffic to a VLAN other than the one the host system is in. This exploits the native VLAN feature of 802.1q. Native VLANs are designed to provide compatibility with non-VLAN capable switches. The attacker, using a device placed in the native VLAN, crafts a frame with two VLAN tag headers. The first trunk switch to inspect the frame strips the first header, and the frame gets forwarded to the target VLAN. Such an attack can only send packets one way, but could be used to perform a DOS attack against a host on a different VLAN. Double tagging can be mitigated by ensuring that the native VLAN uses a different ID to any user-accessible VLAN. A VLAN hopping attack can also be launched by attaching a device that spoofs the operation of a switch to the network and negotiating the creation of a trunk port. As a trunk port, the attacker's device will receive all inter-VLAN traffic. This attack can be mitigated by ensuring that ports allowed to be used as trunks are predetermined in the switch configuration, and the access ports are not allowed to auto-configure as trunk ports. Okay. I'm out of here.